Welcome to the portal. We got some great stuff on the show today. Miss Reddig is here. But first, let's see what's going on at the school coming up. iPads. PALCS is offering iPads. iPads to kindergarten, 7th and 8th and 9th graders. If you're one of those students in one of those grades and you want to participate in the iPad program, go to one of those PALCS schools and one of those sign up, please. Lots of trips going on, but not so many spots left. I mean, we've got some spots, but they're starting to fill up. For instance, the trip to France in March 2017 only has one spot left. That's uno spot. Sorry, that's not French, that's Spanish. But you can still sign up with Mrs. Crisafio if you want to be that one student that signs up to go to France. We also have the Galapagos trip in August 2017 with Mrs. Intellicato, the England and Scotland trip in April 2018 with Mr. Guzman, and the South Pacific trip in June 2018 with Mr. Flagler, which I assume is to go see the musical South Pacific. No, it's the actual South Pacific, but there might be music involved. The middle school student government recently held their first ever elections. You guys know about elections, right? Yeah. Election winners for the 2016-2017 year are as follows. For President, Hannah S. Vice President, Cammie C. Cabinet, Joe A., Kaylee M., Zeffie A., and John J. So if you're one of those students with one of those names and initials, congratulations, a job well done. Very good. Minecraft Club. It's all caps. I have to shout it. Minecraft Club. PALCS has started a Minecraft Club for all grades. You can sign up on PALCS School. If you don't know what that is, let's break down the word Minecraft. Mine, which means something that belongs to me, and craft, which is a kind of macaroni and cheese. So in other words, Minecraft is my macaroni and cheese. And now it's time for your questions. Let's go to the desk. Micah, in 3rd grade, asks, if you had to choose, what mustache would you pick? Now, this is a good question. I've often thought about it. I've considered at times Burt Reynolds. That's quite a mustache. I also like Sam Elliott. Impressive mustache. Tim Curry had one in Annie. That was good. But I think I'd just go with my own because, you know, it's like home. Shelby in 8th grade asks, Mr. Osborne, did you make the costume you wore last week in the show yourself? I'd like to take credit for that, but I absolutely cannot because it was made for me by one Janet Good of Good Sews, who did a phenomenal job on it and worked with me on how it should be made and how it would fit and everything. So thanks a lot for that. Gabriella in 8th grade asks, Mr. Osborne, is there actually any liquid substance in your mug? Normally, yes, there is, because I like to enjoy some hot tea while I am interviewing. In fact, on this special mug, when the liquid inside is hot, the TARDIS moves from the streets into space on the other side. So keep an eye out for that. But this week, I actually have no tea. I just have this marshmallow, which I found in the studio earlier and thought I'd save for later. But there have been lots of other non-liquid substances in my mug. In fact, take a look at this. Yep. Wow, that I did not expect. Our guest this week, please welcome Miss Reddig. Hello.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you on the show. We have been trying to get you on because we've had a lot of student requests for you. Yeah, lots of your students out there wanted to see you on this show, so that's great. And you teach math.
I teach math.
Why?
Why? It makes sense. I mean,
good point.
Numbers are so easy to understand. You take a word, and words have so many different meanings. I can't handle that.
There's not so many like vague connotations with the number 6. Well, maybe there are a few. But what courses do you teach in math?
I teach the beginning courses, Foundations of Mathematics, Pre-Algebra, and then the kids will have me again once they take Algebra 2, and if they're really lucky, Computer Science.
Oh, computer science. Interesting. See, now I saw that you taught science too, and I thought that was like biology or something. But you teach computer science.
Computer science is a little different.
Yeah, what does that involve?
We talk to computers, all day long.
So you don't need a keyboard or anything, you talk and they talk back?
No, we definitely talk to them with our keyboards.
Okay.
We make our computers do what we tell them to.
But do they speak English or do they speak
They speak
Klingon?
Java. They speak Java.
Okay.
We do a little bit of a binary hexadecimal as well, too, with the number systems.
You've lost me, I'm sorry. But the number systems, yes,
But
okay.
yes, the number systems that computers speak. Computers speak in numbers, so we have to talk to them.
So 1, 0, 1.
1, 0, 1, 0, yeah.
Yeah. But you don't just do the math courses, though. You also have an elective or an activity like a club.
A club, yes. We do the Math Counts competition.
Yeah, what's that all about?
Well, we basically do problem-solving mathematics, so it's not geared towards any one math subject. It's just geared towards thinking mathematically. And then in February, we're going to take the kids to the competition where they're going to compete against all the other great schools in the Chester County, and hopefully we'll take home first prize this year.
Oh, wow. Now, is that, how have we done in the past?
Usually we're in the top 8. Last year, our 6th grade came in 4th, and we had an individual come in 3rd himself.
Oh,
so.
wow, that's really great. And I assume that this competition, it's sort of like any sports event, like full contact math counts, or?
Yes, contact with your pencils and the paper.
Oh, good. You have to write things down. Okay. What about some other clubs? I see here there's a few other things that you do. What other clubs are you involved in?
So I also coach the a cappella club with Mrs. Castle, and we work on arranging different pieces and teaching the students how to arrange their own a cappella songs.
Now, are we working on getting some instruments for them, raising some money so they could sing with instruments?
I think that kind of defeats the purpose of a cappella if you add instruments to it, but
I always thought that they just couldn't afford it. No, I love a cappella music. I think it's great. It's great. And I've walked down the halls and heard some of what they're doing, and they're really some amazing singers in there.
oh yeah, they got some pipes.
See, now this seems like an eclectic sort of a bunch of different activities. You've got math counts, you've got a cappella club, and then you've got something called D&D.
Yes, Dungeons and Dragons Club. We get together during lunchtime and we role play.
Okay.
We pretend that we are brave swordsmen or archers or wizards, and we are gonna defeat a dragon.
Now you say we. Are you part of these quests?
I am part of these quests.
Yeah? Can you tell us about your character at all?
My character, well, we're all level 1 so far. I'm a human ranger, so
Okay.
I tend to stay back and fire arrows at things.
That's a safe place to
Yeah,
be.
I
I'd
think
rather
so,
be in
too.
the back with the arrows. That's good. That's good. All right, well, we have 3 questions. What's something students would be surprised to learn about you?
Some of you may not be surprised to learn this, but I really like comic books and all
Really?
of comic lore. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if you've walked into my classroom before, you might have seen some superheroes on the walls.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of those.
And I just got back from Comic-Con. I went to New York Comic-Con over the weekend. so
Really?
that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Anything particularly exciting happen while you were there?
Well, they had a big Star Wars meeting since the new movie's coming out in December.
right, that's
so,
right.
we got to meet a bunch of Star Wars fans and actors, and it was pretty great.
Now, this one is always interesting to me because I can't imagine there's a good answer for it. But what's the last time you used math in real life?
You're asking this question to a math teacher?
Well, yeah, I
When-
mean, outside of the classroom.
Outside of the classroom?
Yeah. Well,
Did you
what's
ever
the point?
You ever go shopping before?
Yeah, but I
mean,
pretty
like-
much just grab stuff, throw it on the counter, and then I throw money at them, and then I walk away. I don't have to do the math.
Well, I mean, sometimes if you have a set income and you need to budget how much you spend when you're shopping, you don't just want to pick stuff up and throw it
Right.
on the counter and hope that it falls within your budget and you're not overspending yourself.
That would explain why there's a lot of red in my bank account. But no, that's
should talk
great.
later.
Yeah, you should definitely help me out with that. What's something you've always wanted to do?
Something I've always wanted to do, I've always wanted to travel. I've never traveled outside of the upper eastern part of the States.
Really?
Except for last year when I went on the middle school trip to Florida. That was my first time in Disney World. So
Oh, well, that's a cultural experience right there. That's
that
great.
is something else.
Well, I hope you get a chance to do it. Well, normally at this point in the show we have a game, but my producer has let us down, and I don't have anything right now for us to do. Well, there's some more left over. We can have some s'mores. But I enjoyed it very much. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and thank you for watching. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and send us your questions. We'll see you next week.